Hello everyone, so recently I've been training summoning and wondered, is collecting spirit gems from Elf City gem rocks really worth it? Spirit gems, for anyone that does not know, are gems that have a chance of saving charms when infusing pouches at a summoning obelisk. There are 6 different kinds of spirit gems in total, which are Sapphire, Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, Dragonstone, and Onyx. Each of the spirit gems have a certain amount of charges total and a percentage that will have a chance to save charms. So starting off first with Spirit Sapphire has 10 charges with 10% chance to save charms. Spirit Emerald has 20 charges with 20% chance to save charms. Spirit Ruby has 30 charges with 30% chance to save charms. Spirit Diamond has 40 charges with 40% chance to save charms. Spirit Dragonstone has 50 charges with 50% chance to save charms. And lastly is Spirit Onyx that has 60 charges and 60% chance to save charms. So for example, if using Spirit Ruby while infusing 1000 pouches, the 30 charms will be saved out of 1000 and only 970 charms will be used in the process. Despite the percentages of each spirit gems, regardless of how many pouches were made, that amount of charges will save the same amount of charms until all the charges is used up. Until then will the gem vanish. Percentile is really just probability, or in other words, the chance for that amount is likely to occur. Say flipping a coin once, the chance to land on heads or tails is 50-50. Now flip the coin twice, the chance still remains the same, but the result can either end up as 2 heads, 2 tails, or heads then tails, and vice versa. In relation to spirit gems, this means that no matter the percent until all charges is used up, then the amount of charms saved is always the same. According to the Runescape wiki, an average of 100 infused pouches is needed for all charges on a spirit gem to be used. This concludes that with Spirit Sapphire, 10 charms will be saved out of 100, 20 for Emerald, 30 for Ruby, and so forth. However, keep in mind that this is not necessarily exact, but instead an estimate. In a test using each type of spirit gem, I was able to save a certain number of charms. Making 100 fruit bat pouches with Spirit Sapphire gem, I was able to save 9 out of 10 charms. Making 100 fruit bat pouches with Spirit Emerald gem, I was able to save 14 out of 20 charms. Making 100 fruit bat pouches with Spirit Ruby gem, I was able to save 24 out of 30 charms. Making 100 fruit bat pouches with Spirit Diamond gem, I was able to save 37 out of 40 charms. Making 100 fruit bat pouches with Spirit Dragonstone, I was able to save 46 out of 50 charms. And lastly, making 100 fruit bat pouches with Spirit Onyx gem, I was able to save 56 out of 60 charms. So from this test, the amount appears to be close and fairly accurate. Now what about mining for spirit gems? In a sample test of 1000 gem rocks mined in Elf City, I obtained 495 uncut sapphires, 266 uncut emeralds, 87 uncut rubies, 35 uncut diamonds, and 1 uncut onyx. With the spirit gems, I obtained 71 spirit sapphire, 30 spirit emerald, 11 spirit ruby, 1 spirit diamond, and 3 spirit dragonstone. In total, the amount of spirit gems obtained is 116. Now with all the spirit gems, the amount of charms saved in total would be 1,830. Assuming 100 charms is made when infusing pouches for each gem charge to be used up, the estimated amount would be 11,600 charms in order to save 1,830. So based on the numbers, the amount is quite small compared to the amount used. However, how does this factor into time taken to gather charms? During a charm collecting test at Waterfiends with 99 range, overloads, steel titans, and anguish, I was able to obtain 356 crimson charms, 9 blue charms, and 25 green charms in 1 hour. Also, I was mainly focused on killing as much waterfiends as possible and did not pick up any other drops besides charms from the charming imp. Keep in mind not everyone is able to obtain the same amount of charms as I did. If I were to make an approximation, the average player will be able to obtain around 150 to 200 crimson charms per hour at waterfiends. The amount may vary from player to player depending on equipment, range, level, using boosts, etc. Now going back on subject at mine, how long would it take to collect 11,600 charms? So at 356 crimson charms per hour, it would take approximately 32 to 33 hours at waterfiends. On the other hand, what about mining the gem rocks for spirit gems? During my test of 1000 gem rocks mined, time taken was around 3 to 4 hours approximately. So let's say 4 hours to mine 1000 gem rocks, and for all the spirit gems. The amount of charms saved from all the spirit gems is 1,830, which took 4 hours to complete. 1,830 charms would take around 5 to 6 hours at Waterfiend at a rate of 356 crimson charms per hour to collect. This means only about 1 to 2 hours is saved if mining gem rocks at Elf City. What about at lower charm rates per hour? At 200 crimson charms per hour, it would take approximately 9 to 10 hours to collect at Waterfiends. At 150 crimson charms per hour, it would take approximately 12 to 13 hours to collect at Waterfiends. So you would save 5 to 6 hours at 200 charms per hour, or 8 to 9 hours at 150 charms per hour. This results in mining Elf City gem rocks for spirit gems worthwhile, especially for lower to mid-level players, and seemingly less useful to high-level players. The important thing to note is saving time and time management, which can mean a big difference if wanting to cut back on gathering charms at slower rate. The spirit gems are still worth collecting in the long run if mining gem rocks at Elf City or picking up from monster. Any charm saved is better than none. So that concludes my analysis on spirit gems, and as always, thanks for watching and have an awesome day.